Hey guys, look at what we have here today. I bet you this is Inferno, because I got all the other ones. So what we're doing is we're going through and building all of the Blokees Defender version 02, which means Series 2, the Overthrow, 8 to 24 pieces each. One of these little cars is like 8 pieces. The bigger figures are 24 pieces, like some of the more complicated figures, the ones with all the extra little doodads. So the only one I haven't gotten so far is Inferno. There are 4 vehicles, 8 figures. There are 3 varieties of these 2 figures. You can either get the basic one, a special galaxy type, which is, I guess, chromatic like this one, or a really cool chromed out one that has like clear energy shield and all this other stuff. This is the higher version, but not the highest version. It's not the coronation one. So you can get regular Starscream. You can get the one I got, which has got more marble color and more, metallic, whatever, chrome. Or you can get the coronation. I was a champion. All right, so for this one, I'm going to put the Inferno vehicle right here because we're going to do some little combination things with them. And let's get it out because I'm pretty sure this is Inferno. If not, I got a default bad box. All right, a box of 12. Now you can get your box of 12 off of walmart.com. I got my box of 12 and it only was like $36 with shipping and handling, which was free. And with the tax, make it about $3 each for each figure. So yes, you get a little card. This is the Inferno and this is it. Now, if you're saying, well, how big are these? They're about 2 inches tall or 5 centimeters tall. They're half the size of these guys, which are about 10 centimeters tall or 4 inches tall. These are the Galaxy version, which are $484 or actually $584 at your Walmart, depending on whether or not they're going to go back down on the price. They were $484 until August, and they went up to $584. Here are the instructions, which are the same information on all of them except for one panel, and that one panel is what I'm going to keep. That's the instructions for this particular figure. All right, first off, I'd like to kind of just give it a glance over to see, is there any kind of insignias on the shoulders, or are the shins different? So far, this one looks like it's a lot of left and right being the exact same things, so that's a good thing for me personally. You also get this silica gel. It says don't throw it away and do eat it. See, it says do not throw away and the silica. Eat it. No, I don't do that. I keep forgetting there might be somebody out there that's easily suggestible. All right. So make sure that if you check the bag to see if there's any pieces that got stuck in there, and then just keep the bag close by in case you need it. Okay, so we got that. We got the instructions. So I like to do for these, I like to start with the chest because the legs put together so darn quick that I don't have any place to put them when I'm done. So the chest is right here and the back part's right here. You squeeze those 2 parts together. Then you find the pelvis, which is the waist to the legs. Okay, I'm looking for red. No wonder I can't find it. Okay, so it's actually black. There's paint on the front of this one, and if there weren't, there would be numbers and like, copyright 2005 or 2025. Yeah, I wish it was 2005. All right. Well, nah, the rapture's about to happen, so I guess I'm glad I'm here. So again, the front and the back of the legs are going to be the same for both left and right, so you might as well just go ahead and find 2, the female and the male part, and just put them together, and watch out for freaking cat hair everywhere. I swear, these cats, I'm going to shave them. All right, the cool thing about these is the thighs are very different than the upper arms. On these, remember, the upper arms and the thighs look a lot alike, but the thighs are bigger. That's not true for these. This one has the same feet for both sides. So the only one that had different feet was Bumblebee. Everybody else had pretty much the exact same feet. I don't think I've seen anything different. They're all looking exactly the same. They all look like this. I'm trying to see if there's any exception. I got all of them on the table right here. I don't mean color-wise. I meant like actually the way they're shaped. They all look exactly like this. And the toes are the ones with the longer part. Oh, also, when you're putting these in, just hold them very firmly. I know with me, if I try to push it in like this, it's going to fly across the room. If you've seen every one of my videos, you're probably like, oh my gosh, you say that in every video. That's true. Because I care. Okay, so he does have an inside part of his head. Where is it? Oh, it's way over here. It was like off the side here. So I like to put the head part right here first and then put it up into the head. By the way, the only thing that these have in common as far as ports, there's a 3mm port on the bottom, whereas these have a bigger port. This 3mm port is also the same in their hands as his hands, so you can put the guns on either one of these. They fit the same. The head doesn't go on this one for some reason, but this head will go on this one. I think it's just that there's it's too deep of a neck knob, so it doesn't get down far enough. But that ball is the same size on both of them. It just doesn't reach far enough down to fit on the smaller figure, which kind of doesn't make sense, but that's the way it is. This is an unusual head. Oh, I see why it's unusual. Okay, so usually they don't have a back open like that. This one has two parts is why. So you put the two parts together first, then you slide it down on the thing. So like this. And I actually have, right beside my bed, I keep the green version of him because he's just so dang cool. I really love the original figure. I had the original figure. I had the yellow one too, which wasn't technically him, but whatever. They're mold mates. All right, so the hands, we already figured out that there's nothing that separates the left and the right hand as far as the actual shoulders and there. So this is gonna be the right hand. So there's no insignia, no like Autobot symbol or anything. So just pick one you want for one side and one for the other. That's it. Just go for it. All right, here we go. Left arm, right arm, march in a circle. Father Abraham had many sons. All right, so then this part is probably going to go on the head because it's the only place I see. Which makes the little wings for his back, but up on his head, which is kind of weird. All right, and then the gun goes in his hand. Again, like I said, he can use the gun from him. Ooh, I wonder if they can use the same fist. I doubt it. I bet that's way smaller than this. Although it's pretty darn close. Oh my gosh, you could put the big fist on. I did not know that. That's something I just learned on the 12th figure. Look how tiny. Hey, say hello to my little hand. You remember when people were getting mad at Trump and he was like, I got huge hands. Every time I hear the word huge now, I think of that. He doesn't have big hands. You know what they say about guys with big hands? They also have big guns. That's right. And he has a small gun in that small hand, whereas this one has a big gun. But you can put the gun in either size. Let me put the hands on first before I end up losing the fingers or the little teeny tiny fist on this little one. That scratches all over me. All right, so like I said, the 3mm hole. So there are some more things, like the heads can switch. This head can go on that one, not vice versa. The hands can switch and the guns can switch. They're all 3mm ports. That's what I'm guessing, as close as I can guess to. These have stands. Unfortunately, these don't, but they do have you can tell. Look, see how there's on his toe. That is actually something it grabs onto it. I don't have anything to show you what it grabs onto, but well, I can take his fist out and use it, I guess. Because this fist is also, it's a 3mm ball, but it's still a port. He's got a port in the back right here, which is probably where you can put the gun when you're not using it. Let me get the gun out. Sun's out, guns out. All right, so we got a place on the back to put his weapon when he's not using it. Again, like I said, I don't know what they're going to use these ports for. They didn't come with stands to put them on. I thought that was originally something they were going to do, and they scratched the idea to make it a little bit cheaper, which is fine. I mean, if you can knock off $1, I'll be glad to not have the stands. I don't even use the stands for these guys. I mean, they stand fine without them. I mean, they're really good at standing. They're very well balanced, very nice. But I think, they might make something to combine, because I'm thinking this will combine with the other ones. Oh, the other thing I definitely want to try, I should just cut this fist off. It does say in the instructions to do this, and I tried it with Bumblebee with his weapon too. But you can make him have the fire hose hand, which is what I got on my, I should have brought my green one in here. On my green guy, Gringo, he's got, his actually is his left hand. And he's in that mode permanently for me pretty much. I can take it off, I just like it like it is. So you got that, so you can so you can put out the fire. Psh. Okay, so can he do anything else with his vehicle mode here? There's that thing, which is a 3mm port, maybe. No, it's too small. I was thinking you put his foot on this so it could be like a skateboard. All right, there's also some other pieces. Oh, actually, it goes in and then it goes on this frame right here, so I had to take the frame off to do that. Oh well. So I was thinking there might be something else I can do, like have him ride as a skateboard, or he can ride it like a cowboy. Giddy up, go, giddy up, go. Yeah. All right, so let me see if I can actually, with the thing right here, I wonder if I can just go down in there and hold him on there. I might end up breaking it. I keep screwing around like this, just playing around with it. I was thinking this might go in and get jammed in there, and then it can hold him on there, like he's like riding it like a horse, or like a bicycle kind of thing, whatever. All right, well now these are adorably cool. They also are I haven't done this in a while. Here you are. He has been ignored for a while. Here they are. So they're pretty much in scale with the Halo, what are they called? Mega Constructs figures. I would use them in the same universe because robots are a little bit bigger in this universe, so that's cool. They're not like, you know, this is obviously not real world scale. All right, so here's Inferno. Here's his vehicle mode. We also have Bumblebee, his vehicle mode. Here's Starscream. Here is, you got 3 figures with their vehicle modes. You also have a vehicle mode without the figure. I don't have wave 1 yet. By the time you watch this video, I will, because I just ordered it this morning. So see, next week you'll probably see a wave 1 figure showing up. All right, so here's, I think he looks really good in this mode, the Ultra Magnus. Now he's probably Naked Ultra Magnus. He's probably Optimus Prime in wave 1 because he was on the box cover. He looks really good too, but I think he looks amazing in this mode. I don't like the gold version of him. I just don't. And then this is the SG Ironhide, which I didn't know what it meant when I first made him, but after looking at this, I think it means like Special Galaxy, because that's what Special Galaxy SG Bumblebee. It doesn't say Special Galaxy SG Ironhide, but I mean, you know, I'm seeing a pattern here. I can figure these things out. So which one is your favorite? Because I think out of all of them, I really like this one too now. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, this one's really the best. I don't know. Ever since I was a kid and my C-3PO had in my pocket so much that this chrome wore off of him and my R2-D2. My R2-D2 had 2 problems. He had the chrome rubbing off his head and the sticker off of his canister part. Yeah. So that's why I'm afraid of stickers and I'm afraid of chrome ever since I was a kid, because of those 2 things. He looked really ugly after the chrome came off the C-3PO. But these 2 look absolutely amazing. I probably think this is my best favorite over all of these. I mean, Bumblebee, they're all fantastic. They really are. But just something about his overall proportionality, his head, you know how like his feet get bigger, his arms get bigger, and his head actually gets bigger as it goes away too. It's kind of true for him. They all just look really amazing though. They do. So which one's your favorite out of all 12 of these, including the 4 vehicles and the 8 figures? Comment below and let me know what you think. And if you picked them up, let me know. If you're not, why not? I'm just curious. I'm not going to get an argument with you. Maybe. Have a terrific Tuesday, y'all.